Hello everyone. This week I travelled to Auckland to take part in a 2-day strategy lockup with James Walker and Jay Krangle. It was good for the three of us to be able to meet in person for the first time since the lockdown, and we made excellent progress. We're on track to have the first draft of the strategy out for feedback with you and discussion on Friday of next week, the 5th of June. Like most of us, I haven't travelled further than my home suburb for 2 months, and so it was an odd feeling to be walking through deserted departure lounges and to drive on uncongested Auckland roads. As I mentioned last week, we've continued to meet with key partners to progress SBC's role and influence in the COVID-19 recovery phase. Tomorrow, I'm speaking with the lead official in Treasury about how SBC can be part of what is referred to as the Wave 3 recovery. Next week, I will be on a panel at the Vision Week Web Summit, convened by Paul Blair, the CEO of Infrastructure New Zealand. Vision Week is the start of a conversation on a national vision for New Zealand coming out of the COVID-19 crisis. My session will focus on sustaining New Zealand, and I will be joined by Alison Andrew, the CEO of Transpower, and Ian Proudfoot, the Global Head of Agribusiness at KPMG. We have more details in Pānui on the various ways that you can be part of this conversation, and it will be great to hear from you about your ideas. This week we launched an important piece of collaborative research with Oxygen Consulting, the Sustainable Business Network, and Auckland University of Technology, focusing on the role of sustainability professionals. The results provide a useful insight into how we can provide further support for today's sustainability professionals and those who are planning to make sustainability their choice of career in the future. What stood out for me is that although this research took place prior to the crisis, sustainability has become even more relevant as we work together as a nation towards investing in a sustainable recovery. The results show that climate change is still by far the highest sustainability priority for most organisations. You will have received an invitation recently to hear the new leader of the National Party, Todd Muller, speak to the Business New Zealand Network on Friday. Todd was on SBC's advisory board for 2 years when he was at Fonterra, and he was very supportive of the Carbon Zero Act last year. We do hope you can join us for that. Last week I attended an online roundtable to relaunch the Malaysia chapter of the Business Council for Sustainable Development. It was an excellent opportunity to meet the leaders of other sustainable business organisations from around the Asia-Pacific region, including colleagues from Singapore and Australia. In an address by the Asia-Pacific Regional President, he singled out New Zealand as showing leadership in our response to COVID-19 and in our multi-party approach to addressing climate change. It was gratifying to see that a small country of 5 million people can be inspiring to much larger countries in our region. As always, do get in touch if you want to chat about any of this. Enjoy the long weekend, and I look forward to speaking to you next week.